Florida, I was in Tampa, but I moved around Florida everywhere. I had a parking company that got involved in clubs in Lauderdale and Boca, and guy Steve Kaplan at the Gold Club in New York City years ago opened up a club also in Boca that I used to park for him too. So I was all over Florida, and it was a prosecutor, McCormick, big baseball guy, loved baseball, and him and another prosecutor in Tampa put a sting operation together, obviously to try to hit me with a RICO case. And my partner, Terry Scaglione, whose grandfather was a made guy, also involved with the Trafficante family, Santos Trafficante, and my partner, Marco, that owned the glass shops with me. And I'm always in Florida with him, even till today. I got some pictures, we'll put them up, of Santos, the boss, with Marco, and Marco Zoni was, like I said, a very good friend of mine and a partner. So, well, I'm in Florida. There's a lot of pressure on me on a regular basis, a lot of surveillance because of the people I'm involved with in New York, which is Gotti and Fat Andy Ruggiano. And then on the Florida side, there was Trafficante that was not involved with me personally, but my partners are involved with the Trafficante family, and Terry Scaglione is one of my partners involved in the parking valet company called A1A of Tampa, and then A&S of Tampa, and then later on it became Prestige Valet. So when I have the company, I have lots all over in 6, 7 states, but Tampa is my home base. And I get a message from one of my valet kids, and he says, there's another company coming around, and they're handing out business cards saying, leave my company and come work for us, and you'll make more money. So that starts it. And my partner goes crazy. He calls me up, Terry, and he says, they're trying to infiltrate into our parking company. And at the time, we had some huge accounts at the Dollhouse, and we had Bayshore Drive, and we had down at the Civic Center. We had a lot of things. I mean, we were all over. And Channelside Drive. I'm trying to think some of the big accounts, the malls. And they're going to every one of our accounts. So my employees are thinking, all right, maybe we should leave and we're going to make more money. But some of the kids obviously are loyal, and they come in and they're telling me the story. And I said to Terry, hold on. Slow down. Let me think about what they're doing. I says, do not call this number on here. I says, let me see if they're going to other companies besides ours. That was the first instinct I had. I says, and they brought me the cards, and the cards were made very cheaply. So that was the first thing. So they weren't made very well. And then they're going to just our lots, I find out, after a week or 10 days of investigating and seeing it. I'm calling some of the companies that I'm friendly with. I'm calling to see if they're going to their companies, and they're not. They're only targeting our company. So that was kind of a telltale to me to say that I don't think it's a parking company. It may be agents. So I'm not sure yet. And the next thing I know is some of my valet guys, they're going on a yacht on the weekends. So I says, where'd you guys go? What yacht? Because they're all telling me to talk amongst all the kids. And there's probably, I don't know, I got 150 employees maybe, young kids. And they says, oh, you can't believe the yacht we went on. So I said, what kind of yacht? And they says, no, it's up and down. It had cooks on it and chefs. And this guy goes with his wife. And I says, who's the guy? And he says, Gary something or other, and his wife, I think it was Wendy. I'm not sure. But Gary and Wendy say. And Gary and Wendy, we went on their yacht. And it was incredible. It had to be a $10 million yacht and blah, blah, blah. And I go, really? And what did he tell you? Why is he trying to get my valet company? Well, he really doesn't want the valet company. He said that he really wants to work with you, that he's from the Bahamas. He owns clubs in the Bahamas. And he mentions some street guy that supposedly knows me. And he wants to clean money through my parking company and his nightclubs in the Bahamas. Supposedly he owns 3 of them. So I'm saying, you start off trying to take my companies and steal my workers, but now you want to do business with me. So the valet kids, and he reaches out to this one guy, Timmy. And Timmy sets up a meeting for me on the Causeway. So the Causeway in Tampa is on the way to Clearwater Beach with him. It's a nice area. I usually stay on the causeway, and it's right on the water. So there's a restaurant there, and we set it up at the restaurant, and he meets me 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I tell my partner, let's go there around 12 o'clock. Let's see if this is a setup. So we go there, and we're sitting in the car, and it's like a custom van. And we're watching as he pulls up. And he pulls up, it was either one or the other. It was a black Lincoln or a black Caddy, I don't remember. But the point is, say it was a black Caddy. He pulls up with the woman. They go inside. We follow. We sit down. I have a couple of my valet kids introduce me. We're all at the table. Shake his hand, and I start ordering drinks for everybody. And the kids, I tell the kids, you guys can leave. I said, thanks for introducing me. And, they wanted to stay because they really liked the guy. They're all impressed with him. And, he's dressed like that Miami Vice look. And he's a big guy. He's a big, brawly guy. He wasn't a little guy. And the wife was real friendly. And he's like, I don't want to drink. I go, come on, you got to drink. You own nightclubs. How are you not going to drink? And I'm pushing the drinks. So my partner's looking at me funny. Like, I'm just like, why am I being so nice to this guy? And I just keep giving him drinks. Finally, I accomplished.
He's drinking them.
Oh, he's drinking them now. But I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted them to go to the bathroom, one or the other, because I'm trying to separate them. So after a while, he finally gets up to go to the bathroom. And when he gets up to go to the bathroom, I say to her, Wendy, let me ask you a question. What kind of car do you drive? And say they came in a Caddy. She said Lincoln. She said the opposite of the car they came. So that was the first question wrong. I said, okay. I said, I'm going to ask you 5 questions. I want answers to all 5. I says, and when he gets up and when he comes back, I don't want you to talk to him. And she's like, what? She's like smiling. She thought I was joking. I go, no, I'm dead serious because I think you're a cop. But I says, I'm going to ask you straight out some questions. How long did you meet? How long ago did you meet? First question. Where did you meet? Second question. Do you have a dog? Third question. What color is the dog? Fourth question. And what kind of car? And now I tell my partner, get off the table. And he goes, I says, get off the table. So he leaves and he goes by the bar. Now the guy comes back. I says, sit down. I says, excuse me 1 second. Don't talk. And she's like looking at him. I go, you know what? Can you do me a favor? And she goes, yeah, can you excuse me? I want to talk to your husband by himself. I said, go stand with my partner. So she looks at him and he goes, go ahead, go with him. He doesn't know what's going on. So I said, what kind of car did you come with? He said the opposite of her. First. Do you have a dog? No, she lied. How long ago did you meet her? He said 5 years. She said 7 or 10 years. Every question wrong. They didn't get one question right. So I said to him, 1 second. I called him back over. I said, so now I know for sure you're an agent. And he's like, well, what are you talking about? And he starts to get like a little, like he's getting testy. I said, unless you don't know where you met your wife, and maybe you live in different houses, because she said you got a dog. You told me you don't have a dog. You're both driving different cars, but you came in the same car. And he goes, wait. And I go, come on, listen, I'm not an idiot. I already knew something was wrong. I says, but I know you're an agent. It ain't going to work. And then finally he says to me, listen, I could be a friend. I don't have to be. I got enough friends. And he says, yeah, but, maybe you can help me with, what goes on between the Gambino family and, whatever goes on here with the Trafficantes. And, listen, really the Trafficantes at this time are kind of inactive. But he asked, there's still a couple people around, but not like it used to be. So I said, no, I'm not interested. And he goes, I know you're making a lot of money, and that doesn't have to stop if you help me. And he's pushing the agenda. And I says, I can't even believe. Now I says, I can't even believe you didn't get one question together right. Like, how do you not get one, arranged and have it prearranged? So now we'll fast forward, and I shake his hand. I said, see you later. I don't want to be bothered. I says, but it was a good try. And he starts walking out, and he says to me, can I ask you how you knew? I says, yeah, I tell you one of the easiest ways. You're coming here with a yacht. You're meeting all my valet guys, and you got a card that is like garbage. They're not even professionally done. So if you want to look like a big shot, you should have made your cards look like a big shot. And second, you should have started going to other valet companies besides mine. There's your 2 mistakes. I says, because I went to the other valet companies to see if that you were just doing this to my accounts or to everybody's accounts. So that told me what you were trying to do. And he goes, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Bye.